Have you ever noticed how the same challenges seem to circle back into your life? Different people, different situations, yet the same familiar struggles? It can feel frustrating, almost like you are stuck in a loop. But what if these repetitions are not random at all? What if life is presenting you with the same lesson until you finally integrate the wisdom behind it? In this video, we will explore why patterns repeat, how they reveal hidden truths about your growth, and most importantly, how you can break free from them. Think about it. Every recurring challenge may actually be an invitation to step into a higher version of yourself. By the end, you will see that life's loops are not obstacles meant to trap you, but stepping stones meant to lift you higher. Why do the same struggles return no matter how hard you try to move past them? A relationship ends, and yet the next one feels eerily familiar. A job changes, but the same frustrations appear again. Here's the thing. Life is like a mirror, showing you what you have not yet healed or learned. Until the deeper lesson is faced, the outer world keeps reflecting it back. It is not a punishment. It is an invitation. Think about it. When you repeat a class in school, it is not to hold you back. It is to make sure you fully grasp the lesson before moving on. Life works the same way. The repetition is simply the echo of growth asking to be completed. The central truth here is simple. Life is not linear. It moves in cycles. Every challenge that returns is part of a greater curriculum designed for your evolution. Think of life like a spiral staircase. You keep passing the same points, but at a higher level each time. The key is to notice where the lesson repeats and to ask, what is this trying to teach me now? This perspective shifts frustration into curiosity. Instead of feeling stuck, you begin to see the wisdom woven into each loop. Let me explain. When you recognize that life is a learning cycle, you stop fighting the repetition. You start working with it. And in that moment, you begin breaking free. From a psychological perspective, humans are creatures of habit. The brain wires itself to repeat familiar pathways, even if they are painful. That is why people often recreate similar relationships, jobs, or struggles. On a deeper level, unprocessed emotions and subconscious beliefs act like magnets, pulling in experiences that match them. Think about it. If you believe you are not worthy, situations will appear that confirm that belief. Neuroscience shows that the brain can rewire itself. That means you are not doomed to repeat the past. You can shift the pattern by creating new associations, new emotions, and new actions. The science simply confirms what experience already shows us. What you hold inside is shaping what returns outside. Here's the deeper layer. Consciousness itself is the projector of your reality. What you hold in awareness, what you believe to be true, and the energy you carry all play a role in shaping the stage of your life. If a belief is hidden, it quietly directs the show. That is why awareness is so powerful. When you bring unconscious patterns into the light, you strip them of their power to repeat. Think about it. You cannot change what you refuse to see. The moment you notice the script, you are no longer bound by it. Consciousness is not just observing, it is creating. And the more conscious you become, the more freedom you gain to rewrite the patterns. Imagine there is a wiser part of you, a higher self, guiding you through life's challenges. This part is not concerned with comfort, it is focused on growth. That is why the same themes appear again and again. They are signals, pointing you toward the very area where your soul is asking for evolution. Think about it like this. A coach does not let you quit at the first sign of difficulty. They push you to keep practicing until the skill becomes second nature. Your higher self is doing the same. The repeating challenge is not meant to harm you, it is meant to awaken you, and when you see it this way, you begin to trust the process. Emotions are not just fleeting feelings, they are energy in motion, and when left unresolved, they create a vibration that keeps drawing in familiar experiences. Think about how anger, fear, or sadness can linger long after an event is over. If those emotions remain unprocessed, they echo through your field. Here's the thing. Life matches that frequency with similar situations until you finally release it. This is why forgiveness, expression, and healing are so powerful. They clear the energy, and when the energy shifts, the pattern no longer needs to repeat. The emotion completes its cycle, and you step into new possibilities. So how do you stop the cycle? The first step is awareness. Recognize the pattern without judgment. The second step is ownership. Ask yourself, what belief or feeling inside me keeps calling this back? And the third step is choice. Choose a new response that disrupts the old loop. Think about it. When you respond differently, the cycle can no longer sustain itself. The loop dissolves because its energy is no longer fed. This takes courage, it takes consistency. But the reward is freedom. Every small shift in awareness and action moves you closer to liberation from repeating challenges. These patterns show up in the most practical areas of life. In relationships, you might notice you attract the same type of partner until you learn to value yourself fully. In work, you might face the same frustrations until you claim your worth and set boundaries. In health, you may struggle with the same habits until you change the way you see yourself. Think about it. Every area of life reflects your inner state. Once you understand that, you stop blaming the outside world. You start taking responsibility for what is happening inside, and that is where real transformation begins. To break patterns, you need tools. Meditation helps you observe thoughts and shift awareness. Journaling reveals hidden beliefs and emotional triggers. Breathwork helps release stored energy. And conscious reflection allows you to see the deeper meaning behind the loop. These are not just abstract practices, they are practical ways to rewire your mind and energy. The more you use them, the more you disrupt the old cycle. Think about it. You cannot expect new outcomes with the same actions. Tools give you new options, new pathways, and new ways of being. And with practice, change becomes natural. Breaking free from old patterns is not just about one breakthrough moment. It is about consistent integration. Every time you face a familiar challenge, you have an opportunity to apply the new awareness. Slowly, the old loop loses power and a new cycle begins to form. Integration means embodying the lessons daily. It means practicing self-awareness, choosing consciously, and honoring your growth. Think about it. Freedom does not happen overnight. It happens in every choice, every step, and every small victory. And as you embody the change, life reflects it back in new and inspiring ways. Here's the final truth. The same challenges keep returning because life is committed to your growth. Every loop is an invitation to rise higher, to claim your freedom, and to step into a greater version of yourself. Think about it. You are never stuck. You are simply being called to finish the lesson and move forward with wisdom. The repetition is not your enemy, it is your teacher. And once you embrace that truth, the loops no longer bind you. They liberate you. So the next time a familiar challenge appears, smile at it, recognize it, and step boldly into the freedom waiting on the other side. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. See you in the next one.